You're listening to Sit, Talk, and Listen podcast with your hosts, Payroll Rob and Xavi Bauer.
Guess who's back? Back again. Yes, it's us. Call your friends. What do you say, Xav? Welcome back.
We do a podcast?
Well, we sure try.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Yeah, right off the hop, bringing people back around to this crazy...
It's episode 53.
Episode 53. Nothing of importance has happened since our last episode.
Well, no.
JK. A lot
53,
of things.
though.
53.
Before we move on, it's ironic because it's
ironic and iconic.
Ironic and iconic because it was my number.
Number 53 in your playbook. Number 1 in our hearts. Xavi Winterbauer, number 53.
Yeah, let me just tell you.
Let me tell you something.
53, the athletes, we need a resurgence. Like, not even a resurgence. We just need a surgeons.
Make 53 great again.
No relative athletes that I want to mention wore number 53. And I'm going to be quite frank with you.
Yeah.
Jeff Skinner might be the closest, but no, fuck that. Scratch that mention because I said none worth mentioning.
None worth mentioning. We had to.
I was racking my brain. I Googled because I'm like, and nobody, I mean, there's some 53s that I knew, but like, not worth mentioning.
Yeah.
So, 53, I am the most relevant 53, and that's not saying much.
It sounds like a wrestling promo. I am the most relevant 53.
Well, and it's not like a brag. 53, there's a 53-man roster in the NFL.
53-man roster. But nowadays, I mean, gosh, the practice squads are, I mean, you can have like 20 guys on a practice squad. I feel like you used to only be able to have 6 practice squad players.
It's been 53 days since I haven't thought about killing myself.
Okay.
Can we say that?
I don't know what YouTube
We're
allows.
We're already flagged.
Yeah, I think the FCC is coming to shut us down.
Just joking.
I'm kidding. It's like the I think you should leave sketch where the professor's trying to steal their burger. Yeah. Give me that burger. Kidding. I'm joking.
You know that clip went viral, the TikTok.
What? I'm joking.
Yes, there's so many like people who I know haven't watched the show that like know that. Give me that.
Yeah, give me that. Is that one in the? I didn't do fucking shit. That one from I Think You Should Leave is very, very popular as well.
I was just quoting I Think You Should Leave to somebody who watched it and they didn't know what I was quoting. God, what the fuck was it, dude?
There's so many great one-liners from that show. That's the thing. Like even if you did watch it, it's easy to forget some of the gold because some of them just so sneaky. They sneak up on you.
Dude, what's the one where he's like, he's delivering foldable tables to
her job is tables. Well, I'm sorry. What's her job again? I don't know how I can't say any more about tables. Just so dumb. So I asked the Chat GPT about 53s, athletes to wear 53. Yeah, not a lot. You said, who'd you say? You said Jeff Skinner, Buffalo Sabres forward. Mark Gasol wore 53 with Spain at times, so not even like all the time.
He wore it during the Olympics at times.
At times, yes. Bobby Abreu from MLB. Melky Cabrera, MLB.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Cardinals reliever Giovanni Gallegos.
Nothing that's going to make you get out of bed.
Nothing that's going to make you get out of bed. John Bostic, linebacker.
Mr. John Bostic.
Boom Bostic.
Oh, Mr. Lover.
And there's also a Jeff Bostic from the Redskins center who wore 53 as well.
You know what?
Tell me.
I think I've heard enough 53s for the day.
All right, well.
It's disappointing.
Maybe these national days
Even I only wore 53 because we couldn't wear even numbers at our high school.
The story reveals itself. Yep. Xavi was always a 52 fan and then gets to the great Bishop DeBerg High School with our illustrious athletic program.
Tell us your high school is in financial ruins without telling us your high school is in financial ruins. Well, we didn't have even
We just
numbers.
didn't have enough players to make it worthwhile to get even numbers. I said, why would we pay for all the numbers? We just need half of them.
There's a lot of those moments, though, where like you could tell somebody's like financial class without, maybe we'll do a Mount Rushmore on one day. But anyways.
Of what, financial
The other
class?
day, somebody at work said, what is a sloppy Joe? And I was like,
wait a minute.
yes,
Oh
swear
my
to you.
gosh.
They didn't know what a sloppy Joe was.
Dude, we need to get back to a survey of your servers.
Bro.
Keep
in mind, this guy is 23. And
is
he's
that
a
an
server.
excuse for not having
I'm painting more of a picture of like why I was correct on my assumption that he grew up, differently. And he drives a nice brand new Audi.
Audi?
Is that how you say it? Audi?
I don't know. I don't make enough money to even know how to say it.
But yes, so that's like what we're dealing with here. And I like the guy.
This is what we're dealing with here.
But he didn't know what a fucking sloppy Joe was.
That really makes me feel poor. That makes me feel real
Sloppy
poor.
Joe, sloppy Joe.
I mean, Adam Sandler sung to us about this. And this guy has been he's been shielded from sloppy joes his whole life.
Sloppy Joes are good.
They're fine. I wouldn't rank them as great.
When
or
you're
good.
craving a sloppy Joe, it hits.
Yeah. I guess my craving for sloppy joes just doesn't ever.
I had sloppy Joes for dinner 2 nights. Well, that's how this all came up.
Oh, I see. Because you made some sloppy joes, and then if I'm making a ground beef, I mean we're doing like a taco meat or a meatloaf even. I like a good meatloaf.
Dude, it was fire.
Meatballs.
Sloppy Joe was fire. I'll say that.
Sloppy
and if
Joe
you
can be
haven't
fine.
had one, dude, first of all, I know Bob already picked like half of these fucking things on his most overrated list.
Woo.
But rich people's food, I don't know if the bang for your buck, it's like $3 for a slice of meatloaf, man. You could be having a good dinner.
Yeah, dude. Slop me up with some meatloaf and smash some mashed potatoes on my plate, and I am a happy boy.
In 100 years, sloppy joes could be considered like,
Delicacy.
because it's like it changes. Society's perception on things change.
Yeah, look at how much they're asking for chicken wings these days, dude. That was peasant food. They throw that shit away like lobster. But now, these are the expensive foods. What are we doing?
We need to think of foods that we really like. No, that we don't like.
And invest heavily in.
No, try to change the perception on them so they become the expensive food.
Yeah, but we got to corner the market first.
We need to associate foods that we like with poor people.
Well, we should, yeah. I feel like chicken wings are already thought of as a poor person's food, but somehow it's become okay to charge $20 for an order of chicken wings.
I'll buy them. You don't like chicken wings.
I like chicken wings. I feel like it's like, there's a lot of work to eating them. Like, it's not just as simple as a nice knife and fork and just like, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to pop it right in my mouth, eat it. No, you gotta dip it and you gotta hand it and you're going to have sticky hands.
That is the biggest downfall. Like, somebody sent me a TikTok.
And like the amount of work you have to do to get all the good meat off the gristle and like the bone. Like, it's just a lot of work to really be paying $20 for 8 of them,
The problem is I prefer a sauce over a dry rub, but I hate almost more than anything my hands being messy, sticky. So like that's what I was getting
go
at.
off, King.
Somebody sent me a TikTok, which I don't have, so
you did not see this TikTok,
but I saw the caption of it.
So I saw the title,
and I could already tell.
I don't know the details, and it doesn't matter.
It says the guy that uses way too much napkins.
Brother, that's me.
That's me. That's why they sent it to me, because if I eat a bunch of the chicken wings, I'm going to have 5 napkins per wing.
Yeah,
I hate it, dude.
I'm team napkin pile all day. I'm trying to think. I just had like last night we were out and I had like chicken tenders, just like regular chicken tenders and buffalo sauce on them. And I mean, I'm knife and forking, cutting them up, eating them bite by bite. But even still, like that sauce.
Where'd you go?
Brewskis in O'Fallon. We were out there for a jam, a little music jam.
Brewskis.
They got good wings there too. Jamie gets the wings, but I wasn't about to be doing all the
that's
hands.
why I do love a trash wing, because it doesn't leave as much residue. They're very tasty.
Yeah. So I'm eating the tendies, the chicky tendies, and I probably had a good pile of 5 to 7 napkins just from like wiping around my face, because with the beard, I got a Grizzly Adams beard kind of these days. The whiskers, they'll get them stoppings.
Whisker do, whisker don't.
They'll pick up the stoppings in the stash, and that's not fun. So, like, after every bite, I feel like I'm wiping my mouth at least. So I will go through some napkins.
Yeah, dude. Like
Even if I'm not doing finger food.
If I just have a little speck of something on my hand, my brain somehow, the neurons in my brain, they only focus on that. If everything else around me becomes irrelevant.
Your foot could be on fire, and your mind is like, wipe your hand first, and then deal with the fire. We're
getting a divorce, and I'm like, okay, hold that thought.
Let me just get this napkin real quick.
I have fucking watermelon juice on my fucking hand. All right, I don't care about what's going on with you.
Great. Divorces, great. Separate apartments. I don't know. I need a fucking napkin.
Yeah.
Gosh. No, I agree. And I mean, even with a slice of pizza, I got slice of pizza in one hand, napkin in my other hand for like after the bite, wipe the face, wipe the hand. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan of schmutz on me. I don't want to schmutz. I don't want to be schmutzed up, Don't schmutz me up.
But bro. What is it, September 19th?
That is correct, Xavi. It is September 19th, and maybe some of these national days will make up for our lack of quality athletes in the list. I mean, it was going to be hard to match your quality of athlete, Xavier Bauer being the best one we know.
Well, I mean, I'd like to put a stamp on 53 by the time it's all said and done.
All right, national days for September 19th. It is National Butterscotch Pudding Day.
Ooh, why?
What do you think? Old person pudding or not? Is pudding just an old person thing?
I like pudding.
You like pudding or don't?
I do.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay. Butterscotch rankings of pudding flavors.
I will never, ever, ever buy butterscotch pudding. And I will probably 1 out of every 38 times it's offered, eat it if it's offered to me for free. Not that I dislike it, but there's way better puddings than butterscotch.
Way better puddings.
Well, pudding is fucking good, dude.
Yeah, like a classic chocolate pudding would be about as far as I'll go, I think.
But it's so good.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
But I don't even buy pudding that much.
No, I couldn't tell you that. But a little snack pack in the lunch. I mean,
the Jello chocolate pudding is great, or the snack pack.
Yeah, if I had ever had those, like the parents bought them some random time when I was a kid, I said, "Ooh, we are living large this week."
Yes.
Somebody got some extra money.
Dad got his Christmas bonus.
Yeah. And he shared one with us. The other 3 were Jeff's. Who knew?
All right,
Joe and Tony. We can split one.
You're like, can I lick the wrapper?
I want to lick the top. No, I want to lick the top.
Oh, God.
Growing up poor. Yes. Still poor. So it's also National Tradesman Day.
Ooh.
Show me your tradesman hole, Doug.
Brant's a tradesman.
Brant is a tradesman. It is a good... Hey, you know what? I think everybody should learn at least how to do some of those skills on your own, because they're life skills that you're probably going to need eventually. Like being able to build something or use tools, like all these different things are important.
I'll show you how to use a tool.
Ooh, I am a tool.
Yeah, that's true.
Last week, Jamie's car broke down. I don't want to get too into the details, but it was like a coolant issue. One of the part that broke, I was able to open the hood and see what was broke. So I got in there and, swapped out the part, fixed it myself. All in all, buying the new parts that we needed to get it done, I probably spent like $175 and maybe about 3 or so hours of my time getting it done. Whereas if we would have had to take it to a shop, we probably are out $400, $500 for that.
3 hours of labor, that's like $14,000 at your fucking local mechanic. They're getting like hospitals, bro.
Dude. No, yeah. Well, it's because of these extended warranties. When people have it's like insurance for your car, a warranty, right?
I understand.
So these shops,
well, it's like insurance for your car, except for there literally is car insurance as well.
Right, but it's insurance for repairing your car, not insurance for replacing your car or fixing the other guy's car that you hit. It's a whole what for.
It is.
But healthcare is expensive because health insurance pays for whatever the doctor's offices tell them they need to pay. And so they've jacked up the prices of the cost of the thing because insurance pays it. So it's the same way with car warranties in these shops. Since car warranties are just going to pay whatever the shop says is their rate, the car shops, jack up their hourly labor costs. And so you're talking about $125 an hour they're charging for labor to us, the customer, when the poor schlup that's working on the car is maybe getting $22 an hour. Well, there's $100 of difference there. Seems kind of crazy.
Well, everything's such a fucking racket these days. Insurance has been a racket for years.
Yeah.
You make a claim on something, and they do everything in their fucking power to find something.
Yeah. Oh, no, you didn't have this specific incident in your coverage. No, we can't cover your house burning down because you didn't have the fire protection part of your clause, you see. So, good luck.
Yeah, so I was just at Hatched last week, and I was
shout out Hatched.
I was talking to the owner, and
Sponsor.
he was like telling me how his girlfriend's house, like he was going on and on about insurance.
Yeah.
And he said that her roof got damaged because of some storms and stuff, but the insurance company was saying that the claim that she filed, like, they weren't going to honor because she said it was hail damage, but it was wind damage that damaged her roof.
Yeah, man, it's a whole affair.
What the fuck does that matter?
Yeah,
because the verbiage she used was like, she didn't get up there and inspect it. Isn't that what the insurance company's supposed to come do?
Yeah, basically, that's my understanding.
But that's crazy to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because she said that the hail damaged her roof. They came and determined that the wind was the thing that damaged the roof. So they said that they're not liable.
It's they find all the reasons to not pay out when you've been paying for your insurance. It's a whole what for.
And then we're up in arms because healthcare CEOs are getting fucking capped down in the middle of the street. It's like, you're going to piss people off. And I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that. But it's like,
Let's think about this for a second, everybody.
Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Right?
That's right. That's true.
Insurance is racket. How do we get from butterscotch pudding to this?
Well, we were talking about Tradesman Day.
Oh yeah, it is Tradesman Day. Yeah.
And then I was bringing up working on stuff, and I was talking about the cars and the warranties and why working on cars or why taking it to a shop is way more expensive than it ever was. So, it's important to learn a few tradesman skills. That's all I'm trying to say. That was the whole point.
Tradesmen. This is a good day.
Don't be afraid of learning a new skill. Like you're gonna mess up a few times when you go to try to do something yourself, build something with wood or like whatever, work on something at your house. Like I've done basic plumbing stuff here, cleared out clogged drains and taken apart some pipes and being able to get clogs out. Like
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube and a little bit of ingenuity, not ingenuity, but a little bit of oh god, what am I looking for? Just like common sense, I guess, but common sense isn't very common these days.
Well, and it's just
but YouTube and a little bit of know-how go a long way.
And shout out to the people, the unsung heroes that make these random YouTube videos. There's a YouTube video for everything. I never met anybody that makes them, but there's one for everything.
There is.
They need a national day. Actually, we're going to declare today,
September
I'm making my own 19th is National How to YouTube Video Guy or Girl Day.
Yeah, there we go. We'll work on that title, see if we can make it a little bit nicer.
I mean, they're unsung heroes.
It's true. There's not been one car issue that I've run into that I haven't been able to find some guy with a country accent walking me through what's going on.
Now, hear me out real quick.
First off, you got to locate the clip on the bottom of the part. All right, go on.
We do have our Mount Rushmore pick, but that would unsung hero would be a great Mount Rushmore.
Put it on the list, Tony. Producer Tony.
Next week. Hey! So yeah,
he'll do it.
All right. Well, I really like Tradesman Day. Respect all the tradesmen.
Maybe some of the biggest unsung heroes
they are
in our society. I mean, they have the skills to do the things that we need, to keep things moving, right? But just like everybody else in this world, the rich are making money off of their backs, off of it's
quite a racket, dude.
The skilled labor of tradesmen is being exploited, just like all of our labor is exploited. all
of
the
our
time.
skills are being exploited.
Yay! All right, what else do we got?
I need
National.
some content.
It's National Concussion Awareness Day.
Ooh.
So be aware of all the CTE creeping in.
CTE. I've had a few concussions in my day.
Yep. When's the last time you had one, you figure?
I actually think that I had one. I think I had a concussion a few weeks ago when I fucking cracked my goddamn head open on your
On the bed frame down
That
here.
was bad, dude.
Eek. Yeah, that'll do it.
Still here.
Scarred for life, bro.
Dude, I really do think that I was very, very lightheaded. The next day, I was kind of woozy, seeing double.
Yeah, you might have been a little concussed. That sucks.
Dude, I
Not
smacked.
fun.
Yeah, so okay, I don't even know if we told this story.
Maybe not in detail.
Well, last time, maybe not last time.
It was a couple times
Times ago, after Bob and I recorded, we went outside, had a few brews,
Bush lattes.
listened to some good music, and so I decided I was going to spend the night here in his guest bunk bed downstairs in the basement. The lights are all off. I did that to myself.
Dark as night.
And I go to grab my phone, which is laying on the bed, and just smoke the absolute fuck out of my head.
On the frame.
On the frame, dude. Busted my shit wide open. Had a big old mouse on my eyebrow.
Bust it wide.
And, dude, I'm telling you, I probably shouldn't have went to sleep that night.
Well, you did, and you're
I was
here.
bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, man. No, that's a bad look. Bad look. Not fun. It always seems like it's like in the middle of the night when something like that happens too. When you stub your toe real good or bash your head, and you're just like,
and now at one point I'm like,
I gotta deal with this
I'm
shit.
not going to the fucking hospital no matter how bad this is. Dude.
Yeah.
We're going to figure this out.
We're gonna figure this out. Break out the Elmer's glue. We're gonna stick this shit back together.
Dude, there's never one time where a fucking hospital was an option.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that bad, but like there was a lot of blood at the time. And I'm like, oh God, probably just gonna have a gash.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't wake up.
No. I slept like a baby.
But CTE and concussions, like I don't know how we still haven't figured that out. How are we like medicine isn't so advanced and all?
Figured
this?
that out in what sense? What do you mean?
You can't really determine CTE or how to fix CTE yet.
Yeah. I mean, the brain is the most complicated organ we got, you know? So, sure, I could believe that. How do you reverse damage to the most sensitive and powerful organ we have?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be recording this podcast, huh?
If you knew what? Oh, how to reverse it? I see what you're saying. Yeah. Probably not.
No, I think I still would.
Dr. Xavi.
I would
think
still
they
be
would
doing
just-
this podcast. I would not still be.
At Rosalitas.
No.
You think if you discovered how to cure CTE, that they would just call you doctor even though you don't have a degree?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. They'd say, honorary Dr. Xavi discovered how to cure CTE.
There's no way I'm ever doing that.
Well, you're not working towards it. So that's probably why.
I am a study, though. I could be a study.
Yeah. There's a lot of brains out there that could be studied.
Am I bothering you with this mic?
No, I just want it to be comfortable for you.
I'm comfortable right now. This is where it is.
This is what it needs to be. All right, what other national days do we got?
National Concussion Day.
Day of Glories of the Army. Very odds worded. Day of the Glories of the Army. That's a weird one. Worded weirdly.
What was that? Is it Marine to say hoorah?
Yes. Call in, big Army guy. Marine.
Let me tell you.
something.
Well, fuck the Army.
That branch or the entire military complex?
Oh, just that
Whoa.
branch.
Okay, well, that's why I asked. I'm getting some clarification. Some people, when they refer to the Army, they think of like the whole military.
Support the
as
troops, Bob.
Okay, but not the Army.
Not the Army.
Support the troops, not the Army.
Well, I just think that the Army is like,
For the dumbs?
no,
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where we're going here.
it's just not the best branch.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I can get by. It's by far. If we're gonna rank it, it's like a big gap.
Yeah, there really is.
I mean, I get it.
It's Navy. It's always been Navy.
Ooh, maybe Air Force has got a lot
Navy
of
SEALs over Army Rangers.
Okay, probably so.
Marines is also a branch of the Navy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Marines
Navy
are.
pilots, better than the Air Force.
Yeah, but post-enlistment careers, you got a lot of great post-enlistment stuff from the Air Force. Engineering,
You know, I don't like the Air Force, Bob. And I don't have to talk.
Well,
I got cucked by an absolute Air Forceman. Absolutely cucked.
Well, we've both seen an Air Forceman's penis, Kyle Portwood.
Yeah,
Callback.
exactly. So my thoughts on the Air Force have been tainted.
But also one of my favorite people, Alan Mabey, Air Force guy.
His last name's Maybe?
It is Maybe. It may be.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Army, not a true disdain. It's
It is the toilet of the bathroom of the military. Yeah, the Army is the toilet. The Navy would be like, the sink. It's the nice part, and maybe the shower.
It's a shower.
Yeah, and then the Air Force can be the sink. Yeah, and the Army is the toilet.
Yeah, you have to go to the Air Force to wash your hands after you fucking
use that Army.
And if you were with the Army too much, dude, you might need to hop in that Navy shower, dude.
Hop in that Navy shower. That sounds gross. I don't think we want to call anything a Navy shower.
But I do have a brother-in-law in the Army,
Yeah.
or was in the Army.
Well, kind of along that same lines, today is also National POW or MIA Recognition Day. So all those prisoners of war or
Missing in
action guys.
Hey, you know what? I know you're missing in action, but we're going to dedicate this day to you that you won't know about because you are missing in action.
They could just be living in another country, totally.
Being a prisoner of war.
Well, being a prisoner of war, but maybe maybe they went missing in action and they, deserted the Army, and now they live in Korea somewhere or Brazil. Could be, but yeah. So
how much torture could you take if you were a prisoner of war before you'd give up everything?
I'd probably give it up pretty quick. What am I defending? Us. Well, I don't think I'd be in that position then. If I have secrets that somebody wants to torture me for, I'm probably giving those secrets up.
That's crazy.
You think?
Yeah, have some fucking couth, dude.
How much money am I being paid to keep these secrets?
Not everything's monetary.
Yes, that's the world we've been given.
No.
We're living a monetary system. If you have a lot of money, you have power. If you don't have money, you have no power.
You're a Saudi slut. You would be.
Are they paying me?
Well, yes.
Then yeah. Sure.
Well, what else do you have then?
You
have no loyalties. Money could just trump everything.
It seems to work across the board for everybody else in this country.
If somebody, I have no doubt in my mind that if somebody from Saudi Arabia said, "We'll give you $1 billion to put a bullet right in Nick's head," I would be dead here on the spot. Guarantee
No,
it.
that's not true.
Guarantee you it's easy for you to say, but
No.
yes, that's what you.
I wouldn't. Okay, if it's somebody in my personal life, I got personal experience with. No, I couldn't kill somebody for $1 billion that I have personal experience with.
Yeah, you could.
If it's a stranger,
Because if you are a prisoner of war, you're defending some people you have personal connections with.
wait, one more time.
If you're a prisoner of war and you're giving up information, it could, in a long run, exploit and inevitably hurt somebody indirectly that you love.
Yeah, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. All the violence is mostly just government based. They're not trying to kill civilians. Like, that's not the game and the name of the game. The name of the game is control of power. They're trying to sway power one way or the other.
Missing in action, though, like they're usually just dead, right?
I think more times than not that's the case, and that the death hasn't been able to be verified, for X, Y, or Z reasons.
They're either dead or they are a prisoner of war.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You know what? But shout out to all those people. They literally thankless, all the prisoners of war, missing in action people.
Look,
Thankless jobs.
it is a thankless job, and it's a job that sucks because those in power send you off to do the work that they need done to protect their way of living. Like, if the military had a choice, they wouldn't choose to go fighting people, but most of the time it's those in power sending them off to defend a piece of land or defend a piece of property. Like, it's all about protecting the money. So we have to keep the economy safe. We need to keep the money flowing. Send in the troops. Make sure that the policies are still in our favor. So people are prisoners of war and are killed defending capitalism. Sucks.
Yeah, but everybody has military. And if we had no military here, you wouldn't be able to just sit around on your ass.
I'm not saying that we don't need a
record
military.
podcast.
I'm saying we don't need to send a military into a third world country just to keep control of that country. And so we have, good trade conditions or whatever. Like Vietnam War, all about money.
Every war is about money.
Exactly. Like if we have an army to defend our country, our borders, I get it. We need that. But it seems like most of our prisoners of war and killing happens in other countries that we send our troops to. Like, what's up with that? Not great. I don't know. That's all. But we're recognizing POWs today. And I do appreciate, I don't want to ever get twisted.
Like it.
I don't appreciate the people in charge of the military. Not that I appreciate everybody that puts their service into it, because you're being asked to do a lot. You're giving up a lot to be part of that. So you should be recognized. And I think, we do a pretty good job recognizing our veterans and taking care of them. There's a lot of veterans are being taken care of, I will say. But there's always more to be taken care of. Hell.
All right, yeah. Well, good National Day. That's recognized.
That's fine. That's fine. Xavi, you're just mad at me because don't like the Army or something.
No, I just shit all over the Army. It's just open forum.
Couple more ones.
No, because before we move on, I used to be one of those people who never stood up for the military people or any of that stuff. Just I'm like, what is this? Like, I do believe that if you are in the military, you shouldn't be going around asking for thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for your service. Is that why you're doing it?
Right.
No, it shouldn't be. So I will say that. And I still agree with that. But as I've gotten older and appreciate, like, I know we live in a world where it's so uncool to be American, and you know what? Like, nobody's forcing you to be here.
Yeah.
So, like, to my mind, these people, whether or not I agree with you that we're getting way more political than we like to on this show.
That's okay.
But what I'm saying, what I'm trying to find a common ground with you is like, yes, I agree that a lot of times these people are fighting wars and dying for a cause that's not necessarily going to even.
It's not for the people.
Them.
It's for the small percent.
But the military as a whole is like, we have a great military in the United States that we do take for granted and feel safer than if we were to be born in a third world country.
Sure.
That at any time, like, you're like,
yeah, because
man,
that third world country, you got to worry about the United States showing up with their military.
Yeah, but that all go. It's not as simple as that.
No, but it's almost as simple as that.
Yeah, and what are your thoughts on Gaza? I'm kidding. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Genocide. National Overthinkers Day. Xavi is today.
Maybe
we just overthought the last National Day.
It's perfect that this is falling on 53, episode 53.
Yeah, because
nobody fucking overthinks. Like numero cinco tres.
For those, since we aren't on YouTube yet, Xavi is pointing to himself. He says, "This guy,
overthinker to the max."
Do you find yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Moving along.
Go ahead.
Do you find yourself like frozen in thought more times than not? Like not doing anything because you're just too busy thinking through all possibilities.
Not even all possibilities per se. I'll get so fixated on a certain linear thought process. I'll get so fixated on that, even though I know it's not good. I'll get paralysis by analysis quite often, and be just extreme overthinker.
I think that happens a lot with people these days.
Yeah,
because there's just so much information to be thought of and to be given to you. You know,
I think I walk around with like a baseline of anxiety and stress at like a 7. Even when I'm happy.
Dang. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I mean, I say it's at like I don't know. Mine fluctuates more than that because there's definitely times that I feel it's like spiked and I'm sitting at, that 6.5 or like a 7.9 at the highest. But then there's other times when it's probably because I smoke a lot of weed. So if I, get enough weed in the system, just forget about everything for a while. And then all of a sudden that overthinking sure goes away for a while.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm a fan of it.
Of the overthinking?
Nah, I will say I've gotten better as my years go on.
As the days go by.
I usually can hit the off switch like when I'm like in bed and just put on a podcast and get pretty locked in on that till I fall asleep. But there are some nights where I'll get so fixated on something, it'll be 4:30 in the morning.
Yikes! Yeah, that's you don't want that. You don't want that.
You do not want that. What have they done to us?
So, this is your national day for overthinkers. All you guys out there. Beep, 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 beep.
Do they even have a National Overthinking Day? I don't know.
I think we're thinking too much about it. All right. Last National Day, September 19th, it is Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oi! We got to do the rest of this podcast talking like pirates.
Oh.
Gosh, she blows.
Oh, what's your? I feel like there's some good pirate jokes that I'm not.
How much does it cost a pirate to get his ears pierced?
Oh gosh, I know the answer to this, and I want to say it, but I would rather you say it.
A buccaneer.
Yes. God, I know there was
Raider. I hardly know her.
Woo!
Who's your favorite pirate?
Captain Jack Sparrow. Easy.
That was so quick.
That was so quick. What was the first one that comes to my mind?
Captain Hook. There's the Somali pirate that overtook Captain Philip's ship unsuccessfully.
Oh, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
You'd think it's R, but it's really the C. Woo! Woo! Okay, any more pirate jokes?
I like that as society, through media, pirates have became
caricatures.
Kind of but they're just. Pirates do some horrible things,
dude. They were looters.
They still are. They still exist.
Yeah, and they're most they come from a very poor background because that's why they do what they do. That's their ways of living.
Piracy is a real huge issue in places of the world that maybe not to us, but dude, piracy still goes on, and
we just think about
they're savages. They just
we think of old school pirates,
these ships, and just fucking.
Hey, look at me, I'm the captain now.
But it's
maybe that guy's my favorite pirate.
Put a fucking hook on their hand and throw them in a cartoon.
Put a pirate eye patch on them.
Yeah.
Pirate's life is a life for me.
You fucking give him a bottle of rum and let Johnny Depp play him and fucking.
We glorify this life. Pirate's life is a life for me.
We make them mascots.
It's funny.
Pittsburgh Pirates, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Las Vegas Raiders. These are names better than I know my own grandma.
Oh, man. But I will say
What about Davy Jones?
Was he a real pirate?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh, Davy Jones.
He had a fucking locker.
That's such a good pirate. He had his own locker.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking like a pirate throughout the rest of this episode, I would say. So if you guys are tired of that, now is your time to switch off. Okay, moving along. So we're like 3 weeks into the NFL season, Xavi. What do you think?
Surprises, things that were expected.
Yeah.
And even a little bit about the switcheroo. The Jets do the most Jets thing. They lose on a 60-yard field goal week 1, but they looked really good, gave you some hope for a fun season, then absolutely got dad dick
mollywopped
by the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
The Ravens are still very good. Derrick Henry is still very good. There was the best game of the year so far was that Ravens Bills.
Oh yeah.
Sunday Night Football week 1.
That was a very good game. And then who was it? We just had a good comeback the other night. Buccaneers and somebody I thought came down to Buccaneers scoring late. Texans maybe? Texans on Monday night?
Yes. Great game.
Yeah.
Great game. Buccaneers won. The Packers look like an absolute wagon.
Yeah! Woo! I was trying to make sure I could get that vernacular in
They
there.
just keep beating the dog shit out of these good teams. Like first 2 weeks, they just destroyed the Lions, just ransacked them, had their way with them.
What's up with the Lions? Are they bad?
No, week 2 they put up 50 points.
Shows what I know. That's why I'm asking questions.
That's why I think the Packers, Detroit came out in week 2 and scored 50 on Chicago, but week 1 the Packers made them look like a little JV squad. So, Joe Burrow looks like he's out for the year.
Turf Toe Joe. He's out. Is anybody calling him that yet? Should we start that here?
They call him Toe Burrow.
Ooh, that's all right. But I like Turf Toe Joe more because I just came up with it.
That's pretty good, Turf Toe Joe.
Let's
But yeah, so
see.
football season. Oh, Mizzou looks.
Oh, we got before we get into college, we're still talking NFL for a second. You know, everybody's up in arms at the Eagles and the old tush push. Any thoughts on that one, Xavi?
I mean, they all fall starting, but it's like.
But it's not every time. There was an egregious one against the Chiefs that people were all up in arms about.
It just makes it boring. I mean, but everybody can do it. The Eagles just do it better, so I'm never going to be like, oh, they shouldn't be able to do that because everybody can do it.
Yeah.
To me, it's just, and I was talking about this with Brendan earlier this week, it's just not football.
Well, but it is.
You know, I grew up at a time where it was illegal to push the running back into the end zone. If a player shoved the running back from behind, there was forward progress there. You couldn't advance the ball. So that's the only part I've ever been confused about. This is a whole play where your whole team is essentially pushing a guy forward.
Yeah.
I don't know when that
it's
was
old school football. Think about before there was ever a forward pass. You know, we were running wing offenses.
But you were never allowed to help your teammate advance.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know the specifics on when that rule was instituted or even taken away for that matter. Because, I mean, you'd see guys that would be like, oh, I'm pushing the offensive lineman next to the running back. Like, you know, not pushing the ball carrier, but acting like they're pushing the guy next to him. But really they got like a shoulder on their guy. So the specifics of that rule.
But there's something to be said that one team does it way better than the rest. So I do think it'd be lame if they just ban it because it's like.
Yeah. You're purely trying to take away something that clearly works for the team.
I mean, everybody can do it. Like,
yeah, and I mean, it makes sense because there's a lot of situations where you need only 6 inches or 1 yard, and it's like if you know you're guaranteed to get that 1 yard by doing this play, why wouldn't you use it? You know?
Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and call for a banning of something that everybody's allowed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of lame.
Lame-o. But yeah, so now we're talking college. You were saying Mizzou's off to a good start. Bo Prabula looking like a real deal.
Ahmad Hardy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's the best running back in the country. I'm standing on that, dude. Did you see that run last week that he had against the Raging Cajuns? I don't know if you did.
I don't know that I did.
Bro, he is a monster. He had four people. He had 4 people on him, and it was like that play, remember back in the day. All of a sudden, you see Ahmad Hardy just
bust through. Burst
out, dude. Yeah. He had like 200 yards and 3 touchdowns with 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah.
He's only 19.
I think that I saw the stat, Mizzou's yards after contact this year is just it's like averaging 130 yards a game so far, yards after contact.
He's the best running back we've ever had.
Sick. it's gonna be fun.
They were showing him last year, which he didn't play for us last year, but they were showing his numbers in yards after contact. He was like 5th in the country as a freshman. Mm-hmm. And the other names on the list were Omarion Hampton, Ashton Genty, Cam Scatabo, all guys that went drafted to the NFL this year.
Beasts. Yeah, dude, I got
big week this weekend.
South Carolina.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. I'm not sweating it personally, but at the same time, every Mizzou fan knows not to get too confident.
Yeah. But we do look good, right? Wouldn't you say?
We do look good. Agreed. I
mean, this is about the earliest in the season me and you have been exchanging MIZ text.
Yes. Well, that was, It
hasn't been all cupcakes. Like, Kansas was a good win.
Kansas was a good win. That's right. And I think Kansas football is going to be better than, what people think. So
we got old Jaden Daniels' brother at quarterback.
Old Jaden Daniels' brother.
Jaden Daniels' brother, Jalen Daniels, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, that's football talk.
Is it all of it? What do you think about old Clemson losing to Georgia Tech? How'd you like that?
I hate Clemson because
Dabo
Swinney's such a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like the new dude. Shut up! Like adapt to the game that you're in now, or leave it.
Yeah.
Don't same thing I said about the tush push. Everybody can do it. Like how if there is a rule that caters to one specific thing that somebody has a distinct advantage, I have a problem with it. Now, if the rules change and everybody has these same variables, especially Clemson. Now, if a smaller school might have a reason to complain because that takes away, this small school who can't afford these NILs. That puts them in. But it's
those
Clemson.
Small schools weren't getting players in the first place. Like they couldn't recruit big time players. Also, anyway,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Dabo. And stop running down the hill full speed in front of your team. You're going to fucking blow a knee out.
I hope so, dude.
Wouldn't that be something?
Just like those, there's like a country where everybody, they all run down.
Oh, the cheese wheel one, dude. Yeah. That's, gosh, it's like,
Wisconsin? No, it's not.
No. It's in like, the UK somewhere. I can't remember if it's like Ireland or something.
You fall and you are fucked.
That's part of the, strategy for some of them. Like they'll time out that fall and roll. And the idea is like they're chasing a wheel of cheese down a hill. And basically it's just whoever comes to the bottom of the hill first wins.
Which is fun, but you can
die. Yeah, yes. You can die. Because if you don't, if you hit that hit and roll and you land wrong when you come back down, you are not going to be feeling good.
But most things in life that are really fun have a death element to it.
Most things in life that are fun, you might die.
Jumping, cliff jumping into bodies of water, very fun. You hit you hit a shallow area of that water.
No thanks, brother.
Good night, Jim Kite.
Yeah. No, thank you. That was a rule that was instilled in me as a young child by my dad. Don't jump in any water you haven't been into yet. You should always know what you're dealing with.
Dude, I also have an irrational fear of, I don't even know if it's a rational fear, but one thing I always thought was far more dangerous than it's those high dives, dude. You're walking up on a slippery high dive, fucking slip off the side, dude. Oh my God. I have had it play over and over in my head. Running off a high dive, slipping, and you just fucking crack your head on the goddamn wall or on the floor, going into the
No, some of those high dives are spooky, scary.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. If I got up on a high dive, I'd probably sit down and scoot all the way to the end.
Just scoot. Yeah. That's probably how I'd have to do it too. Cause
it's scary.
That's the thing. I don't have a fear of heights like a lot of people do. I have an awareness of heights. And if I feel like I'm in an exposed situation where I'm up high, then I'm going to be cautious. So, you've been to our St. Louis Science Center. You got that bridge with the clear glass panel to look through down onto the highway. I don't like standing on them. It's just something in the human brain says this shouldn't be happening. There's a chance that this is going to fall through and I will be on the highway.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. They got that, Willis Tower or whatever in Chicago and they have the sky deck and it's a glass wall and there's a little glass box that you can stand in and kind of leans out from the building. I'm no thanks. No, thank you.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't have a very big fear of heights, But like even when I was in the carpenter union, like something, I can walk in a straight line, but all of a sudden when you're like 10, 12 feet in the air and you're like on a 2x4, something in my brain like shuts down. And
it's a natural
I'm standing
defense.
up there like a fucking pussy. Everybody's waiting for you to run something, and I'm just like, Ugh.
Well, it's our body's defense system that says we should not be up here. We will be fucked up if we fall. Get out of this situation.
And Brant would just say things like, you know what I do to ease my mind? I just look at, like, if I'm about to fall, what things I'm going to grab onto. And I'm like, I already don't like that thought process because, like, but it makes sense. Like, you should be prepared if you do fall. But I'm like, man, I don't even want that to be a possibility.
Right.
But the more you think about falling, that it heightens your chances of falling.
Yeah. And then if you get too comfortable on heights, also, like the people that have been working at a job for 15, 20 years at heights get too comfortable, and they're also the ones that become susceptible to dangers. So yeah, I don't know. Respect the height. That's all I say. But back to college football for a second. How do you're familiar with Diego Pavia, quarterback for Vanderbilt? He is currently in his 6th season of college football, and he has got an injunction, a lawsuit against the NCAA for eligibility for his 7th year.
I love it. He's going to be like what?
He'll be a 10-year...
25-year-old?
Yeah, I'm not totally sure how old he is now. But yeah, by the time he's done, if he started when he was just out of high school, he'll definitely 7 years, 25.
I probably think that's awesome. I mean, that's all of our dreams.
And he probably, he'll make enough money in NIL and stuff. Like, I don't need to go to NFL.
I do not hate it, dude.
Really? You don't think it takes away from the college game to have a 7-year player?
Well, I need to know his full story, but like that's not like the NCAA.
Well, he was in New Mexico Military Institute, Jew College, for 1 year, and then 2 seasons at New Mexico State, and then has been at Vanderbilt since 2023. 24-ish. So this is his 2nd year playing football for Vanderbilt.
I think it would just be funny to see one guy like get like 12 years of eligibility. Like 32. He's in his like
in a sport that's supposed to be student athletes.
It'd be funny. Dude.
Yeah. It would just shine the light that college football
we're going to play old Diego Pavia this year, aren't we? Dude, you remember that game with Vanderbilt last year?
Producer Tony! Does Mizzou play Vanderbilt this year? He's going to look it up.
Oh, man. I am excited, though, for Mizzou football, which makes me nervous.
He said, which makes me nervous. No, I get that. That's part of being a Mizzou fan is managing the excitement,
Because if you look at our schedule, dude, you start to be like, we could
be dangerous.
Bama at home. That's going to be a big one.
Yeah. That's going to be a big one because we got Carolina, then UMass is coming to town, and Bama. Yeah, we do. Vanderbilt, Mizzou is going to be October 25th.
That'll be a big game.
Big game. Basically, and it's like, here's the SEC for you. Once we get to the Alabama game, every week from there on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row of currently ranked opponents. Wow. A&M is down the road in November. A&M and Oklahoma look to be some of the bigger tests after.
And we have the easiest schedule in the SEC. That's what the SEC says for you.
For sure.
We're avoiding Georgia. We're avoiding, I think, Tennessee, maybe?
Yeah, we're not playing Tennessee this year.
Yeah, that's wrong, dude.
But Vanderbilt, Xavi.
But that's college football talk.
College football talk.
If you skipped past this part, but you're with somebody who didn't, you can now nudge that. If you're the person who didn't skip, you can nudge that person.
Wake them back up. Say, hey, we're back to the nonsense.
Talking of nonsense. What kind of nonsense do you put up with in your dating life? Or if you were on a date, what kind of nonsense do you look past? Which is going to bring us to Mount Rushmore today, right?
Oh, okay. What's the Mount Rushmore? Remind me.
Mount Rushmore of red flags.
Yes.
I said a first date, but you said dating in general.
Yeah. I mean, because sometimes they won't show those red flags on the first date, but they'll show them they'll show them down the road.
Or do you want to wait? Do you want to get in?
We can get into that. There was maybe a couple other things I was going to talk about.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I stepped on your
It's
toes.
been 4 weeks since our last episode. We've done a lot. There's been a lot of things, a lot of happenings. We missed Labor Day weekend. That was a couple weeks ago. Labor Day weekend is always the horseshoe tournament down at the cottage farm, the country estate. And that's the big one. The horseshoe tournament is the big deal every year. You want the little trophy of the horseshoe for your cabin. It's big bragging rights.
Yeah.
Your boy got eliminated in the first round.
You suck.
It was, yeah, I'll take that. I'll own that. I didn't suck as much as my partner sucked, but I also
I'm sure.
I didn't want to just deflect all the blame onto my partner.
There's no film.
There's no film.
He said the same thing about you.
Yeah, probably so. No, we ran into a buzzsaw. The team that we lost to, the pairing that we lost to, was in the finals.
Well, lost.
But they lost in the finals, yes. So we lost to the runner-up in the first round. Made for a long day of drinking, but that's okay.
You're fucked up?
I was feeling good. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock that night, yeah.
Whoa.
Well, started drinking at 11 o'clock in the morning.
You rally.
Yeah, I was ready. I did not rally. I was like...
Why went to Lake Labor Day weekend?
Lake?
Right?
I wasn't there. You tell me.
Was that Labor Day weekend?
About 3 weeks ago?
No, that was longer than that. We've recorded since then.
Oh, you're talking the birthday lake?
Yeah.
that
was hell ago.
You told some story, I think, from there. I don't remember.
Yeah, but what I will say, but I'm just saying that I got up and was drinking from 11 o'clock when I was at the lake, and
yeah,
I was up after 8. But hey,
I mean, look, it's different boats, different floats. I was just ready to call it a day at that point. I said, packing it in, and that's all right. But lost again with the horseshoe tournament, so go get them next year.
Here we are again talking about the same thing.
Gosh, it's true. But then, so this past weekend, though, we did, I'm sure you've been to plenty of school fundraisers like trivia nights, or this was a rock and roll bingo fundraiser at Jamie's mom's church. She is like, I think it's a Methodist church, a Christian group, but it's the same type of fundraiser that you've seen at our Catholic schools for forever, right? Bingo and trivia. Like, you've been to trivia nights, yeah? They got the 50-50.
Yeah, dude.
They got the... What? And you said, dude?
You don't know if I've been to trivia nights?
Well, you're not answering me. I'm asking you questions.
Listening.
And I said you've been to trivia nights, and then I just look at you.
Of course I have.
Okay, well, how do I know? You're not answering me. So trivia nights, they always have like the 50-50 and the raffle baskets. Like, you buy your tickets and you put them in the raffle baskets.
Tails.
Yeah, and heads or tails, definitely that. All the good stuff. So I go and I buy our 50-50 tickets. It's like an arm's length or whatever. They do the arm's length for $10 or $15 or whatever. So I got mine, and I'm like, just writing their name on the back of them before putting them in the pot to make it a little bit easier. They got the number. They'll read out the number, but putting your name on the back is a good move. Well, there's a guy next to me who's getting his 50-50 tickets. I look over, and this guy's just got like a whole sheet of return addresses, stickers that they had made with their names on them, the husband and wife name, and he just was taking the stickers and bloop, putting them on the back of each 50-50 ticket. I said, this guy goes to way too many of these fundraisers, like, if you already know this move.
That's their thing, dude.
I guess. How many fundraisers do you think you got to go to where you're like, you know what, honey, we're just going to bring these return stickers, and I'm not going to handwrite this shit?
Quite a few. Well, I'd imagine. But if that's their niche,
thing.
if that's their thing, and that's what they look forward to, dude, whatever fucking floats their boat.
Yeah, I guess.
It's fun.
It is fun. I had a good time at Rock and Roll Bingo. And it's just funny because, like, they say, have Shazam out on your phone or whatever so you can know what song it is so you can cross it off on your bingo card. Well, I was at the table playing Beat Shazam, basically. Like, if the song played, I was seeing if I could name it before.
A game within a game.
A game within a game. And I would say I was doing probably about 80% of being able to name the song before Shazam would populate it. And so that was cool. That was fun. But also, it was a little odd. one of the categories was Disney songs, bingo round of Disney songs, and they had "Life is a Highway" as a Disney song. Life is a highway.
Cars.
Yeah, it was in Cars, but it wasn't written for the movie Cars. It was a song before it was ever in that movie. Like, it was released as a song. It wasn't written for the movie.
Rascal Flatts.
So how can we claim that song is a Disney song? It's not a Disney song. It's not Let It Go. It's not.
Any Phil Collins on the list?
Yeah. Yes. Another something else.
Do you think that's the best soundtrack?
Dude, we listened to that on the way home because I got the itch to hear Phil Collins sing to me the Tarzan songs from that Rock and Roll Bingo. You'll be my heart.
But he did write those for Tarzan, correct?
He did, yeah. That whole soundtrack.
You can accept those.
Absolutely, because that was very much what it was.
I wonder how much Phil Collins got paid to score Tarzan.
Probably a decent amount. That was kind of, Disney did that for a handful of years there, where they would have one person be the soundtrack. I mean, look at Randy Newman in Tours. Toys. I was like stumbling over toys and cars for some reason.
I think you just hate cars.
I don't hate cars.
But I do get your point. But, I mean, I don't think it has to be.
I just don't think that song falls into that category. I just don't think it falls into that category.
That's fair. I see your point.
Okay. But Rock and Roll Bingo, fundraisers.
There's an asterisk on this whole fucking rock and roll church event.
Yep.
Did you win?
We won some of the raffle baskets. You know, you put your little tickets in.
Anything cool?
We got some, it was, like what do you call it? Like a watercolor painting of a cat's face that some lady who was an artist that was there donated as a raffle thing. We got that. We also got another basket that just kind of had a variety of different things, but Jamie had put her ticket in there because it had a set of nice kitchen spatulas, and she is a big fan of spatulas, and so she put the ticket in there for the spatulas specifically. So we got some new kitchen spatulas and a nice whisk in that basket. The basket that I wanted the most was a foursome at Peevely Farms. Yeah, golf. Foursome of golf, sorry.
Where at?
Peevely Farms, golf course.
Yeah, I used to drop FedEx packages off there.
Mm-hmm. So I put a decent amount of tickets in that basket. Didn't win it. And then there was like a bourbon basket that had like a Maker's Mark and a Jack Daniels or something in it. And I'm like, put a couple tickets in that one. Supporting the cause. Raising funds. Doing the thing. Okay. What do you prefer, trivia night, or what's your favorite fundraiser?
Trivia night.
Yeah. I like a good trivia night, but what I don't like is the
cheaters, Googlers.
Yes, that, but also the team that wins just because they bought the most mulligans or whatever, right? Like,
well, there should be a limit on mulligans.
There should be, but sometimes you got those fundraisers that really don't care about who wins. They just care about making the most money, so they'll sell as many mulligans as you want to buy.
Or I don't like the traveling trivia teams that go to these fundraisers to win.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, get over yourself. Do something better.
They'd be like a group of like college volleyball players, like just going around and joining like local rec teams and just fucking
cleaning up.
It's like you're ruining the fun for everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But part of the fun of trivia nights is like, you know, everybody brings in a little hodgepodge of snacks. You got your little potluck. That's awesome. You know, usually it comes with like free beer and wine.
Yeah.
And so like
I think one of the most drunkest nights that I've been in the last 5 years was a trivia night with our friends Katie and Norm. And I think it was because beer was included, but also there was like a 45-minute delay in the middle of the trivia night because power went out. So there was like the emergency lights in the building was on, and we're all just having to kind of just hang out and chill. They weren't doing the trivia at this time, so that just intensified the drinking speed.
Trivia nights are fun.
Trivia nights are fun. So shouts out to all trivia nights. Yeah, let's see. Anything else exciting happened over the last 3 weeks, Xavi? I think you... Oh, you were talking about going to Tucker's.
Yeah, we went to it was my friend Callie's birthday, so 17 of us
17 rolling deep for a dinner.
show up to Tucker's, and there's no reservations, so it's a walk-in. And I'm, of course, like, I'm the first one there. So she calls me, and she was like, yeah, just talk to the host. And I was like, okay, of course.
Just put our names on there. Tell her we got 17.
So I'm like, I go to the host. I'm like, first of all, if I want to start this with I work at a restaurant, so what I'm about to say, I can completely acknowledge this.
I would kick my own ass.
And it's like, so she's like, okay, well, why don't you wait for like half the party to get here? So I'm up at the bar, and then I notice, you know, there's some smoke filling up throughout the restaurant. The bartender's starting to talk about like, oh God, like the kitchen's freaking out. They said there's smoke in the vents, which is funny because, not funny, but yeah, it is. A few weeks ago,
funny.
A few weeks ago, you know, actually a couple months now, at Rosalita's exact same thing happened, and we had to shut down. The whole fire department, everything came. We had to shut down for that night. The rest of that day, it was a long
seen
time.
This.
Yes, literally, that's what I was telling the host. I was like, I went back up to the host, and this is an adult host.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, hey, you might want to like, I was like, the same exact thing happened to my restaurant, because she said, she was coming to me and saying, you know, I don't know, like we're still figuring out if we're closing or not.
You guys,
and so I was going to her, I was like, you guys are probably gonna have to shut her down.
This is all fucked.
Yeah. So like I'm calling Callie and letting her know, but you know, she's got 17 people she's got to inform.
Mom.
So anyways, we all end up just waiting there. The restaurant does shut down, but they're like, you can wait. You could sit up at the bar still and drink. We're just going to shut the kitchen down for the night. But so all 17 of us get there and decide to just go next door to McGurk's to eat. And this is at like 9 o'clock at night, bro.
Yeah.
And so 17 of us walk to McGurk's.
What day of the week is this?
A Wednesday.
Okay. At least it wasn't like a fucking Friday or a Saturday or something crazy.
But we all, and McGurk's was so accommodating, dude. We didn't even wait. They sat us all up, 17 motherfuckers there. And like, I've never ate there before. The food was delicious. It was awesome. That
traditional Irish. Did you get like a pot pie?
No, I didn't. There was some things on the list where I was like trying to tell Callie's dad to get, because he was like making fun of some of it. I was like, get it. I was like, get it. You won't, you fucking pussy.
So, oh yeah, get that haggis or whatever. I don't even know. I can't even think of a specific Irish.
But dude, it was phenomenal. Like, shout out to McGurk's, new sponsor of the show.
New sponsor, big time.
I would eat there again. I'm disappointed I never ate there before. Like, it was like one of those things where, man, like this night seems like it's going like so poorly, but it's like, it was just a blessing.
And then McGurk's came and it totally redeemed it.
Yeah. So that was good.
McGurk's they always they get a lot of praise. They're good at handling large parties. You know, they get that a lot. And I hear from a lot of out of town folks. Like if I'm working at those conventions or conferences, they'll bring a lot of people over to that McGurk's because it's got a good name for handling large parties. And
it does, and the patio is cool.
Dude, the patio at McGurk's is a great vibe. Like it's an excellent patio space.
It is. So I really think I've been sleeping on McGurk's for far too long.
It's just a restaurant, not just like a bar. Because like that was my experience with McGurk's. Like as a 21, 22-year-old going there when it was just the bar scene late at night, which was fine, but it was always one of the most crowded bars.
Exactly, and that's why I think my perception of McGurk's was kind of what it was.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, this is actually a nice fucking like restaurant. I would come here and eat like with friends.
Yeah, legit. That's cool. Shouts out to McGurk's, new sponsor.
New sponsor. Hatched. I've been there a few times since the last time we recorded, and it's still just, it's the best. They finished second this year to the Shack at the St. Louis Restaurant Awards for Best Brunch. They will be winning next year.
I've had both. Shack is fine, but it's not anything like Hatch, dude. Hatch is the move.
I mean,
anytime I'm within like a 2-mile radius of Hatched, I'm on that side of town. That's all I can think about. I'm just like, I gotta get down here to Hatched again. That's all I can ever think about.
Yeah, last week I went back-to-back days to Hatch. It was awesome.
That's good. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
We had some of the Crow's Nest. We were there like a week ago. We went to Crow's Nest, Jay and I got the meatloaf. First time I think I got a meatloaf at a restaurant.
I would order a meatloaf at a restaurant.
It was good.
It was very good. Like a bat out of hell.
Would you say it'd come out like a bat out of hell? I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. What do you think that was?
What?
Anal?
Oh.
Meatloaf would not do anal.
Dude, speaking of anal, I was just talking to this guy at my work. He just had his last day as a server because he's going on to his field as a physical therapist, and he was saying he's going to specialize in male erectile, well, I guess obviously male, but erectile dysfunction.
Oh, as a physical therapist?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And like, so whether it be, so almost like, I guess, a sex therapist in a way, but he was like telling me there's this chair you sit in for these people who've been paralyzed.
Okay.
Like, want to be able to
stimulate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a chair you sit in, and all you have to do is this.
Your head?
And the chair makes your body.
He was rocking his head back and forth for those
Yes.
that aren't watching on YouTube.
Yeah, you just rock your head back and forth, and the chair does this motion of thrusting into your partner or wife. If it's some interesting thing. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like it moves your lower half for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All you have to do, even if you're paralyzed from the neck down, well, I don't, and
I'm gonna say,
simultaneously, there's a shot that you put into your penis. You have to put it into your penis to make your penis hard. But yes, you do that along with the chair, and even if you're paralyzed from the neck down, he was explaining that is how you can still have a sex life, and it seems. I was so fast. I had me. I had so many questions, dude.
Yeah, and I probably would too. Because, it makes sense. Like, you want to, even if you're paralyzed from the neck down, you want to be able to have a healthy sex life. And I guess, mentally, it's still going to be there for you, but, those physical sensations are probably not going to be.
But you're pleasuring your wife.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The mental aspect of it, you're getting all of that, positive benefits from the experience still.
I wonder, and I didn't ask this, but does the guy still get off? How? His dick's just hard because of the shot.
Do we just keep going when the shot's working? We paid X amount of dollars for this drug. Let's, it's still up, baby. What does he say on Walk Hard? He's like, if you still got a boner after 3 hours, call more ladies.
He said, call more bitches.
So that's what they're telling this guy to do. So, if the shot's still working, man, call more ladies.
Okay, yeah, ladies.
He said, okay, yeah, ladies.
But yeah, he was saying, a lot of times, he's got to go up in the anal to solve
glands.
The old ED.
Find the male G-spot right up in there. Beep-beep. Backdoor.
Backdoor bandit.
Backdoor bandit.
All right.
How do we get on that talk?
Is it a red flag if your date can't get it up for you?
Good question. We can talk about that while we get into this.
Yeah.
We'll do our Mount Rushmore of dating red flags. So to decide who gets first pick, we're going to do like we always do, Xavi. We're going to flip this office coin. One side says the office, one side is blank. Call it in the air.
Tails.
Tails being blank, I guess. And it landed on the office. He said, "Oh." You're a mile away from the microphone when he said that. So the office. Let me let me defer. I don't have a strong 1-1, so I'm going to defer on this.
I don't know if I do either.
Well, you get to pick it, so. Dating red flags. Or first date red flag, whichever.
Well, there is differences here.
Some of them reveal themselves on the first date, some of them don't.
Yeah, but my first pick would not be
a first date red flag.
Yeah.
That's all right.
All right, so we're doing the red flags of dating.
Yeah. We're doing it live.
I guess my red flag of dating would be...
We didn't think about this much ahead of time, guys. We're doing this live.
I think a big red flag of dating would be somebody who's very guarded over their phone.
Sure.
Yes, that is a huge red flag. Say like you were you're dating somebody and their alarm goes off on their phone, and so you just pick
a little notification sound.
Yeah, so you pick it up to shut the alarm off.
Oh, no, okay. Like an actual alarm. Yeah,
and they come around and hey, give me that. What are you doing with my Yes, huge.
Questionable.
That's a red flag, dude.
Yep. I agree. Or it's on the same line. Like if you're sitting there at dinner and the phone's like, you got it sitting out on the table and you see like a notification come across and then they instantly either flip it over or they like pick it up and shield it from anybody before opening it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very guarded, very weird.
You think it's a good pick? Is that a good pick?
That's a good pick. Yeah. I'd say that's something to pay attention to, like if you're noticing that kind of behavior. Yeah. I think that should be probably a sign, a warning, orange flag maybe, red flag. Yeah. Some people are like, I just like my privacy. Well, you're just trying to, you're doing something weird on your phone. Maybe you're not like talking to somebody or whatever, but there's something on your phone you don't want others to see. You know what I mean? It seems like what's going on if you're just going to be guarded of your phone all the time.
100%.
Like I don't even have a password on my phone because like I don't give a shit who goes in there and looks at anything. Now, if you start texting people from my phone, that's a whole other ball game of problems. But there's nothing on there that anybody could find that.
Yeah, because there could be more phone things still on these red flag list.
Sure. Yeah. Like just if you're snooping through somebody's phone, boom, 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 red flag, bomb goes off.
Is that your pick?
You're out of here. No, because no, it's not my pick yet. It might be later. My first pick for a dating red flag is how they treat somebody that's like a worker, like either a server or a customer service rep at a store, how they treat somebody that's helping them in a situation. Like, if they're rude to a server or if they're rude to the clerk at the counter or if they're rude to the checkout person, that's a major red flag for me because that means that they somehow perceive that person as lesser than them, that they can act that way towards that person. So that's big time red flag in my book. If you're going to belittle a server or somebody in a retail position just because somehow you feel like you have a inferior, superiority to them, then that's crazy. That's crazy. Red flag all day. I
would agree. That's a good pick.
Okay.
That's a good pick. Yeah, I mean, you could tell a lot. That's more of a, see, I suggested the first date red flags, and now you.
But that could come on second, third date. Like, maybe you just give them the benefit of the doubt on the first one, but if you see the pattern of it, after you've gone on more dates with a person, then it would rear its head. Okay, dating red flag, my second pick. Let's see. I think my second one would be somebody who doesn't have a personal life of their own. Like if I'm dating somebody and every time I want to go out, like hang out with friends of mine, if they got a problem with it or they're angry about it because they don't have friends to go hang out with, or they're jealous or they don't want to come, then I think that's a red flag. Like if I started dating somebody and they don't have any close enough friends, like they've either should this be my second pick? This will be my second pick. Yeah, this stays my second pick. I got another one in the chamber for down the road here. But if you don't have any social circle outside of, trying to date me, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Even if like you don't hang out with your family, all those things, like you have so many different options of social circles you can have outside of a relationship. If you don't have any of that going on and you only are interested in being like a puppy dog and following somebody around all the time, red flag. Red flag.
Yeah, man.
Back to Xavi's pick.
If you are engaging
coitus
in public social media arguments.
Ooh, gosh. That's a good one.
That's a
red flag.
It's a red flag for me.
That's a red flag, brother. Yeah. Dude, I agree. If you are getting worked up and about
and I've been there before, but that's like I had to check myself. Like, so this is just personally red flags for me. These are my personal red flags. Again, I know there's, if you're engaging in like not talking shit to you. Just I wouldn't date you.
Yeah, because I don't know that I've seen any online quote unquote argument or discussion ever come to a good end. Right? It's always everybody just keeps the same mindset they had going into it. It's not a good faith discussion. It never is. People just waste their time and get all worked up about somebody posting things online back and forth to them. Idiots commenting to idiots.
Yeah, call me personally or text me personally. And if we don't have that kind of relationship, we probably shouldn't be engaging with each other anyways.
Sure. Yeah. Your opinion don't matter to
So
me
yes,
anyhow.
if I'm dating somebody who is constantly engaging,
In online drama?
yeah, I mean, golly.
Get your ass out of the online cloud. I was trying to say, get your head out of your ass.
I mean, this might be more of a chalk pick, but I'm going to say I want to date you, not your mother.
Okay, so if a
like,
mother's overbearing,
not overbearing, because sometimes that can be my partner's choice. Like,
sure,
that could also be overbearing to my partner. I don't mean that. But if like you are taking all your life advice and everything you do is based off, I need to check in with my mom or my dad. Like I don't want to date your parents. I want to date you.
Yeah,
so
I should be dating an adult.
So it's not like some people can't help their overbearing parents. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like everything you do in life.
If you have to check in with them and you feel like controlled, not controlled, but if you only feel secure in asking them questions and getting answers from them.
Yes, like
you're not
everything.
an adult.
Like if we're not making decisions together and you're having to check in with them, that is just a huge red flag to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean,
I agree with that. That's a good one. That's a very good one. And that can be, I mean, parents or any other adult figure or even friends. Like if you have to always check in with your one friend every time we're talking about something like, well, Ashley says this, I'm not interested in that either. Kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. So for my next pick, I will say if they constantly talk about past relationship or an ex, guy, girl, whatever, always a red flag. Like if they always bring up in a relationship, like, my ex used to always do this and it got on my nerves constantly.
Oh.
Like that just means you're thinking about it all the time. Like, I'm not interested. You're going to compare whatever this situation is to a situation you and your ex had. Like, no, I'm good. Red flag for me. Does that make sense? Am I crazy?
Sense. No, it makes sense.
That's a red flag, right?
A lot of times I'm just thinking and processing it and getting.
You got to think and have a conversation with me,
Yeah,
Xavier. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah,
and I talk to myself enough.
I don't want to be compared to your ex.
No, and I don't need you telling me stories about like, oh, last time I was at this restaurant, my ex was so annoying. And that could go both ways again.
The sex afterwards was so good, though.
Who do you think talks about the exes more frequently? Do you think it's a guy thing or a girl thing? I think there's a lot of guys that will bring up exes.
Yeah.
My ex, she was just a bitch. We could never have fun like you and I are having right now. And they're going to be like, what? Okay. Like, that'd be so odd if I was a chick.
In that context, yeah, that's weird. I mean, there's times where you could be like, if someone is asking a question, like, have you ever been there? Yeah.
If you ask that, yeah. If it's a
my
question's
ex and
asked.
I had been there.
But even then, it's like, if I just say, like, I've been here because of my ex, it's just like saying it and then I'm moving past it. I'm not like, bringing up a whole story about what was going on or like talking about him all the time.
Yeah, she was wearing a red dress.
She was wearing my favorite panties that night. Fucking bitch.
So you have your last pick.
I got my last pick. Yeah, red flags, dating. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum. Bum-bum-ba-bum. It's, let me think. I feel like if they don't know what Sloppy Joe's is, it might be a red flag.
Yeah, that could be.
Could be. I'm having a hard time coming up with a specific instance.
I got my last pick.
Well, if you want to give yours, and then I'll give mine, it gives me a chance to ponder on it.
If your partner has a quote unquote best friend that they tell you is not to worry about,
worry about it.
You should worry about them.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Yes.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry about it. We've just been like best friends forever. It's all fine. We've just been best friends.
Yes, personally, because I have gone through that with my ex phase, and there's this fucking guy, Scott, that was constantly texting her phone, and she's like, "That's just my friend. That's just my friend." Yada yada. I mean, it's a tale as old as time.
You say he's just a friend.
Yeah.
You say he's just a friend.
Well,
baby, you.
She's now engaged to this friend of hers.
Scott, to this friend.
Yes, dude. But I mean, that is such a that's not a nuanced thing. It's been going on for forever. But I think it is a huge red flag if they have this quote unquote best friend that is a member of the opposite sex and also straight.
Yeah,
that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. Okay, I got my last one, and this one maybe is just more of like a personal red flag, just because of the kind of, the kind of person that I am, and then the kind of person that I like to be around. If you're constantly texting throughout the day, myself, and being like, so what are you doing now? What's going on now? Like, if you don't have anything to talk about or tell me, you're just checking in all the time, constantly checking in, red flag for me. Like, if you can't just know that I'm doing something right now, or like we're, not in the same room at the same moment, and you have to text me all the time, like, that's a red flag. I don't know. It's a red flag for me. Because then it just makes me feel like this person's not secure or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's never been something that I've done, and it's something that I've not ever wanted or enjoyed. If people have acted that way towards me, like I shouldn't need to talk to you for 14 hours a day, every day, for you to feel like I care about you.
No, I agree with that. Like, always validating or affirming.
Yeah. So I find that to be kind of a red flag.
Calling you when you're out with the boys.
Where are you guys at now? What bar are you going to? When are you going to be home? Not interested.
No, I think one of my honorable mentions, and why I didn't pick this, is because I didn't want the whole pig thing to be thrown in my face. But I do think it's a red flag if, like, your partner is just kind of a
brand snob?
Weird to your pets.
Oh, pig
how you
thing.
are.
Sorry.
Yes.
Got it.
But because I say pets, but you don't have a conventional pet.
We got two conventional pets.
Yes, but I just think, like, say you have a really lovable dog, but your partner is just kind of
asshole to your dog.
That's a red flag.
Definitely. Yeah, if anybody's an asshole to any animal, that's
and I'm not talking about like hitting it or stuff, but just like being all weird and not wanting its love.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like maybe they're just not a dog person.
And that might be a red flag.
That could be a red flag.
Right?
Yeah, if you're not a dog person, I have questions. Like, I get it. Maybe the dog's energy is a little too much for you or something at one point in time.
Yeah, that's different.
But if you don't like dogs as a whole and you just always act shitty towards them, red flag.
Yeah.
They're so loving. Unconditional. These dogs will love you no matter what.
So that was like one of my borderline ones.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
If they talk about how they haven't been employed for a long time. Red flag.
Red flag. I'm just waiting for my inheritance to kick in.
No. That might be
a green flag. So, oh, yeah? How old's your dad, actually? How much longer do you think we got to wait? I got about 6 years. Yeah, we're good.
Dude, yeah. So, I mean, lots of red flags out here in the dating world.
Keep your eyes open, people. Keep your eyes peeled.
I might have some red flags myself.
Yeah, I'm sure we got red flags. Look, we're two guys in our 30s that are poor as shit. Red flags. And then do a podcast that, podcasting broke 30-year-old white guys. Red flags galore.
Oh, man.
So no specific Am I the A-hole story, but there was a story that I had heard this week, Xavi, and I wanted to share with you and our large listening audience and get your perspective on and see what you think. So there was I'll listen to the Riz show here in town, a popular morning show. I'll listen to their podcast every so often. They had an email into their show recently that I found to be kind of an interesting situation, and like I said, I wanted to get your opinion on it. So this person emailed in. I'm not sure of the sex of the person writing the email. I don't know if that matters as much, but they say they have a female coworker, in their 20s, and this coworker is, outwardly braggadocious about that they cheat on their fiancé. That they have multiple partners, multiple guys that they'll cheat on their fiancé with, and this coworker, or the person writing the email said that they're in a tough spot because they've been cheated on in the past and they know how that feels. And since they have proof that they could expose this person as a cheater to their fiance, but apparently wherever these two people work has some sort of zero drama policy, so they could, I guess, be fired for creating drama. So they're afraid that if they tell the fiance that their fiance is a cheater, that'll end up coming back on them and they'll get fired from their job.
Well, I think you got to do the right thing.
And the right thing would be...
Well, I don't know. Actually, I say that, but I've
turned a blind eye in the past.
It's not even a blind eye. More the stories I've turned.
Just keep your, some people say keep your nose out of it.
I've told a story in the past, which I not turned a blind eye, but I weighed the risk of this person's safety in that. So this has really no regard for the safety, unless it does.
Well, yeah, who knows?
But if it's just because your job, like, dude, do the right thing. And also no drama policy. Also, you shouldn't have to have been cheated on in the past to realize, like,
I should tell this person. Yeah,
I've been cheated on, so I know how it feels. I mean, but we can all just assume, whether we've been cheated on or not, that it's a shitty feeling.
Yeah, I agree. I do find this zero drama policy to be obscure. Like, I get it. That's what you want in the workplace, but how the hell are you going to ever enforce that?
I mean, how strict is it? It's probably something they just say, like, we tolerate zero drama here, but, like, realistically...
Did they fire somebody for creating drama in the past?
Like, what does that entail?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mic stand doing some crazy things over here.
Issues with the mic.
So, you're saying you're on team tell the fiance.
Does this person know the fiance?
No. But they have apparently proof, like some screenshot or something, like that they could show the person.
Yes, tell them. This person's about to commit a lot of time, and you could save that person a lot. It is the right thing to do. You should tell them.
So you're inserting yourself into this person's drama.
It's the right thing to do.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to play devil. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
It's like saying, "Oh, this person's getting mugged. Should I stop it?" I'm inserting myself into this drama.
No, it's a little different. It's a little different. It'd be like you see, it's not.
You don't even have to. Why not just find this person and leave him an anonymous thing? Just anonymously tell him, hey, I don't feel comfortable sharing how I know this, who I am, but this is proof that your fiance is cheating on you. These are some of the things.
Or let's do this example. Let's say that the person, goes to the fiance and gives him their evidence and says, hey, look, I know I'm the coworker of your fiance. She brags about cheating on you. I have this proof. And then let's say that couple works it out. They move past it. They go on and get married. You're going to be the person that was that they look at as oh, they were trying to break us up, this coworker. Then you got that coming back on you. It's just extra drama.
But not if you do it anonymously.
Yeah, okay. Sure. You're right. If you do it anonymously. But maybe they're less likely to take it seriously if you do it anonymously.
You can explain all that. Say, I don't feel comfortable. I work with your fiance. I don't want to say.
Oh, then it's process of elimination.
Okay.
And then the drama's at the workplace. Oh, God.
Nonetheless, it would be weighing heavy on your conscience to know that you're just
complicit.
Yeah.
But then you're You know, not
Also,
my relationship.
Who goes around bragging about cheating on their fiance?
A young, dumb person. There's a lot of dumbs in this world, Xavi.
I mean, like, why get engaged?
Security. People just like the feeling of knowing they'll never be alone, but also like to go out and get that strange. That's the way I can only figure it. Hell if I know. I don't know. I think I'd be in your ballpark too. I'm going to let the fiance know also. I was just, like I said, looking at the other side of things, not so cut and dry of like, well, of course you should tell them.
Yeah.
Some people would be like, no way, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Like, I'll just not do anything. It'd be like if you see, somebody who, your coworker goes to the McDonald's drive-thru and gets 2 cheeseburgers on the way home every day, even though his wife tells him, cut out the cheeseburgers, honey. But he goes and gets 2 cheeseburgers every day. If you were the one to tell the wife, hey, your husband's going to getting 2 cheeseburgers every day when the wife doesn't want him to, are you inserting yourself there?
No, that's different, though.
Well, this is the kind of, you do these analogies all the time to me.
Yes, but I'm answering you. That's different. 2 cheeseburgers, that guy's not doing it. He's just a little...
You're just getting a little fatter.
Eventually he's going to have to explain it to his wife why they've been on this joint diet, why he has not lost any weight.
Why is your cholesterol still through the roof?
Yeah, eventually he's going to have to fucking pay the Pied Piper himself with that. But, who knows how long this woman can get away with cheating while the husband's out
Maybe
there.
she stops cheating, once they actually get married and they live happily ever after.
Yeah.
But then if you threw the bomb in the relationship of telling him, she didn't ever get the job. No.
If she's cheating during the engagement, no, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I'm just trying.
It's uncomfortable, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's a tough kind of, it's a little bit, it's not as simple as being like, yes, you got to tell them 100%, I think, just because you have to think of you're really, you're playing a factor here. You're going to cause some discomfort, but are you saving discomfort down the road? Who knows? I think you tell them. I don't know, Xavi.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, all right. We got a lot done today.
We did.
We talked about some things.
And we will be running it back Monday.
Yep. We will be running it back Monday.
What did we say we were going to do the Mount Rushmore next week?
I don't think we did. I don't know.
We talked about one that we said put it on the dossier.
We're talking about overrated things, underrated things.
No, we talked about it. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. If you guys got some ideas.
Send us in some ideas for
Mount Rushmores. Let us know. Any other things coming up you're excited about? I got some gigs this weekend. I got a wedding I'm playing on Saturday.
Going to Indiana, hopefully, at the first weekend of October. So, yeah, I'm really pumped for that.
Indie Town Stand Up.
I am pumped for that.
I do like a good trip
See old Matt and Megan.
I do like a good trip to Indianapolis. Yeah, shouts out Matt and Megan.
I love Indianapolis, dude.
It's a good time. There's a couple great brunch spots there. Maybe we can get them on board as sponsors. We'll just be strictly...
I'll pop my head into some brunch places.
There was, Jamie and I went to one that has this buffalo gravy. Ooh, delicioso.
Dude, what was that brunch place we all went to, teamed up? I want to say it might have been... I can't remember, dude, but you and Jay were there, me and Desi.
I can remember.
Remember?
Yeah, I don't recall the spot, but I do remember it being delicious. So that was good. So any big matchups this weekend? Mizzou, South Carolina, we talked about that already. Anything in the NFL you're looking
Detroit, Baltimore, Monday night.
Okay. Maybe we'll record the pod during that episode.
I mean, it's a thought.
I
don't want to be locked in on that game.
trying to watch it.
That's a big game, dude.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I'm a fan of both those teams. I like Baltimore. I like Detroit.
That was my Super Bowl pick.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Now, I might be revising that because Green Bay looks fucking good.
We got the Ryder Cup this weekend in golf. Is that this weekend?
I think so.
Nice.
I know. Barstool does their Ryder Cup.
So I see. Very well done on the words, Barstool. Any big plays? You gonna throw out any bets you want people to get on board with this week, Xavi? Our tout.
I think Ashton Genty, who has had a first slow couple weeks, is going to have a big week this week. So why don't you do this in A.J. Brown to parlay Ashton
Nice.
Genty and A.J. Brown anytime touchdowns.
There we go. We only do parlays in this room.
It's going to be just 2.
It's still a parlay.
They're both going to come back. They're going to have comeback, bounce back weeks. A.J. Brown, Ashton Genty touchdowns. Lock it.
Book it.
Yes.
Xavi makes picks. You make money.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We'll just take 5% of your winnings for that.
Remember this, though. Ashton Genty touchdown, A.J. Brown touchdown. We'll see how well this segment pans out.
We will write it down on the sheet, and producer Tony will check in with that next time.
Yeah. I wonder what that pays.
I don't know. Producer Tony's not that quick to be able to look up the lines or nothing like that. And we're not trying to... I mean, maybe we could just become a gambling show. It seems like gambling's all the rage. Everybody likes to gamble.
Gamble, gamble, gamble.
Procter and Gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Feels like a good place, Xavi. Unless you got anything else you want to add.
No, I think it's been good. It's been good to be back. I'll talk to you guys Monday. Love everybody. And...